Another day, another launch, but spicier. Hello, everyone. We're going to meet an entrepreneur that's really putting spice in her life and yours. My name is Tessa. I'm the director of marketing at IdeaPros, and today I have a very special partner of ours, Sereena Walker, who is the creator of Savours Foods, and that's also Three Sisters, the Three Sisters business. But maybe you can tell us a little bit about you and your journey before we dive into your launch and your product.
Brilliant. Well, I'm one of three sisters, Sereena, and my middle sister is Alexa, and my older sister is Priya. So we decided many years ago that we wanted to write down my mom's recipes. And we had also been inspired over the years to really create some of our recipes as well. So between us and mom and our grandmother, we put together a cookbook, which we initially wrote ourselves and published ourselves. And the first cookbook we launched, we were actually at a show. It was a good food show, I think BBC Good Food Show. And we were approached by Simon and Schuster, and they basically said, "We love your book, and we would like to work with you on another book." So this was our first book, very simple.
Oh, wow. I haven't even seen this yet.
Yeah, so this was our first book. And it was so simple because we were on kind of a budget and we had to make sure that, we didn't spend too much. And we had all this foiled. So
Oh,
as you can
yes.
see, silver foiling. And then basically we wanted to keep it like spiral because, again, it was a little cheaper for us as well. And that was just making sure that we didn't overspend on our budget. So this was our first book with all the recipes in it that we put together.
Beautiful photos.
And that was the important thing on our first book, was that I'd always felt that recipe books were very difficult to read. And I, used to pick up a recipe book and it would say, "Now put this in." I'd go, "But you never said that in the ingredients." And I'd go, "Oh." So,
It's harder than you think to give instructions.
so I then decided it was time to have a recipe book and with a picture for every recipe.
Oh, I
We
love
knew what
it.
it would look like. So there was never going to be a recipe where you thought, "I wonder what that looks like." Then we made it very simple. And then just so that I can carry on that was the one Simon and Schuster did. So
Oh, it's so sparkly.
well, this is very typical of India, the colors, the vibrant colors, the gold, the pink, which we love. And so we then, started writing this book with Simon and Schuster, and we did exactly the same format. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. But as you can see, we did the same format. There's a picture to each recipe. And then again, we thought the best way for people to read this is when you look at this recipe here, this is
Mhm.
potatoes. And then you go to this side and it makes it nice and simple. So then that way, what you have is your spice tin, the shopping, and then basically an instruction of how to cook it.
That's
So,
beautiful.
so it's literally sort of 3 paragraphs, from your spice tin, uh, your food shopping that you're going to do, a handful of ingredients, and then just each line is an instruction. It is simple, and this is what we were told by a lot of people when we would go to shows with our cookery book. We were told by a lot of people that our cookbook was so simple and easy to use, that it was just like follow it like this, and it was done. And that, I think, made us really obviously happy because we thought that was exactly the reason we felt, it was important. But the second important part of it was also the spice tin. Not having the tools in your kitchen. I mean, a lot of our friends would say, "But I don't know how to cook this." And we would say, "Well, you really need what most Indian people have in their house, which is a spice tin." So we decided to create our own spice tin. So that's it.
Wow. So can you hear me or is it frozen?
It's frozen at this
It's
moment.
frozen, but you can hear me. So
Yeah.
So we're just going to ignore me and let you keep talking. So the StreamYard. Oh,
Yeah.
did we
I
lose
think
you?
I've somewhere as well.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Well, StreamYard's giving us a hard time. So we might have to pop back in. Wow. Okay. So if you're watching on the live, don't leave. We're going to be right back. We're not ending this at all.
We're back.
Oh, maybe it's back. It's
I'm
back.
back.
Okay. You're
So
back. Well, tell us a little bit more. Show us the tin because
so
hopefully we
this
can keep
is the
going.
spice tin, and you get a little spice spoon to go with it, and then that way, when you follow either our recipe book or if you were following any other, you get this lovely little spice spoon. But in our cookery book, it does say, if you were to use it in conjunction, then it tells you this is the spice spoon. But we do also write in our cookery book, in terms of half a teaspoon, etc., so that people are not pushed into buying a cookery book they may not want. I mean, a lot of people have cookery books, I understand that. But the important thing is having the tools in your kitchen. So we decided to create this, and that way you would be able to put your spices in, and each spice tin, each spice canister has a name on it. So it will tell you on there that says ginger. It's engraved. I think you can just about see it against the shine. It's very difficult, but each one has a name on it. The center one is got 4 holes in it, and again, it tells you the name on there, cloves, and then it says mustard seeds, etc., and it goes all the way around. So that way, it saves you wondering what spice it is, or trying to sniff it and go, well, and then maybe getting it up your nose or something, which is not something anybody wants to do. So that's why we thought put the names on there, makes it nice and easy, and then the spoon to go with it. We also do provide all of our customers with the spices. So they go exactly into each canister, and then that way they can start straight away cooking. Now, these are very basic spices which are used every day in the kitchen, so you don't have to worry about do I have this and do I have that. They are a small amount so that you're having got fresh spices all the time, because otherwise if you cook say twice a year, 3 times a year, in all honesty, the last thing you need are large bags of spices sitting in your cupboard that eventually lose their aroma. So the nice idea is that we created these small bags, and each bag basically this is just an example of the spices. So you only get so many, like 10 grams in there, and the ground spices you get 30 grams. So that fits nice, it's fresh, you use it quicker, and then you can get some more. And that's the way it works better, to have the fresh ones every 4 or 5 months. I mean, spices do have a great lifespan. They do last, well into 18 months. In fact, some people have, I've had spices that are longer than 2 years. And so, at the end of the day, if you look after your spice tin and keep it not under light or anything, so that it's not exposed to light for the spices to go off, they'll last you a good 18 months, and maybe even less, depending on, how it is in the kitchen. So yeah, this is the best way, in my view, that, when my sisters and I came together, we thought how nice it would be for people to cook without the worry of, do they have the spices, do they have the tools to create that nice dish. So in came the spice tin along with the cookery books that we did. So any questions? I think I've gone on.
world. Oh my gosh, guys. No, it's not. Don't leave, friends. Oh my goodness, we just had a complete outage on my end, and I'm the host.
I was there, I was talking, and I'm like, is anyone there?
Is anyone here? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Okay, no, we have to give Savours its proper. I know, right? My main computer completely down. So luckily, I have a backup computer, and we're gonna make this happen. So we might have Sereena on
Sure,
again.
I was talking in the wind, and I'm thinking, did anyone hear me?
Is anyone there? Is anyone there? So I know, right? Technology. I'm telling you, I love it and I hate it, but we still are going to go through. I know you gave a little bit of your background, which is amazing. I've had a chance to meet, I think I've met 2 of the sisters, and then little Priya, who is
The daughter.
The daughter. And you guys,
little Priya, as we call her, but yeah, she's involved in a lot of the social media aspect, and she really loves Indian food anyway. She's grown up on it since obviously she was born. I'm sure her mother was trying to feed her with little tasters here and there, bit like we our parents as well, you know. But
right.
She loves Indian food, and she has a very creative mind about everything when it comes to Savours, the sort of foods, the style of it, and she works well with her mother on that, and that's what's wonderful. And to be honest, at the moment, we are working on our next book, and in fact, little Priya is involved with that, and Alexa, my sister. So they're mainly going to be doing that. So I think we're going to launch that in January, the new book. And that should have hopefully a revisal of a few new recipes, as well as some old ones, favourites that we've got. But we did have another cookery book that we did through Simon and Schuster, very similar kind of creation there, and exactly very similar sort of designs. As you can see, the layout was exactly as we did before, which was making sure you've got the recipe along with the picture. I think that's very important, and I'm sure most people who are watching this will agree that when you're looking through a cookery book, you want to be able to stream through it easily. And I think in this day and age, who's got the time to sit down and go boom, 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 you know, better check everything and write a little list out. We're actually giving you the list and saying, here you go and buy that. So
well, and I know that what Fred is, we talked about it this morning, and I wish Fred could have hopped on, and he's actually traveling right now. So what he was saying is this vision of, you know, spices from India, all the things that you're using in the foods, in your recipe book and your cookery book, as you call it, they're really amazingly healthy for you. And so a lot of what we're trying to bring to people is really healthy spices are going to help, you know, give you that extra life and help you, you know, health wise, but also taste amazing. So one of
we actually have a spreadsheet in every book of ours, which basically talks about the healthy part of every spice. So we think it's very important for people to understand why spices, you know, I mean, you can only say, obviously you can see the spices there.
Yes.
Obviously, to a degree, you can talk about, you know, without anyone coming after you saying, "Oh, but that's not true." so what we
well, you know, yes, I mean, and this is a lot of these spices are not easy. Like you'd have to buy a big container of them. Obviously, the spice tin's amazing because you have just the right amounts of all of them. And I know you showed your spice tin, right?
Yeah.
while I was conveniently off screen.
And I was actually showing the spices.
Yes.
Small and nice to be able to put into the spice tin, because a lot of people, they go to their local supermarket and then they buy packets of spices, and then in the back of your cupboard, you know, 6 months later, and you think, I don't know, are they going to be all right? Better get some fresh ones. I mean, the myth is that spices, you know, you should throw them away, but they do last a long time. You know, we have spices that can last 18 months. So as long as you look after them and don't expose them to the light, It's good.
Interesting. And then if you want, so we're going to talk about the launch part now.
Yeah.
Pending that my computer decides to cooperate with me, we're going to look at the website that we just launched, literally soft launched today. That's why we were so excited about this. And the tins have been for sale before, but we redesigned it. And then this was, kind of like a 1.0 version of a packet that is specific to a meal. So on the back, you have your whole shopping list. Back on that side, you have your shopping list of what you need for this meal. So you're not buying extra spices. Once you get addicted, then you can obviously go get the full 10 and the book. So this has been redesigned. So we're going to show off a redesigned version. This is a single use, right? These packets. So you would see these on the store shelf.
You follow the recipe, it's a single use. But it's up to people if they want to put less spice in it as well. And then if they want to divide it, they can do. But yeah, it's more or less a single use for 2 to 3 people.
Perfect. And we're going to check out the website right now and just show you guys kind of the evolution. The brand, obviously, you can see from the beginning cookbook what it looked like in the very beginning. And now we have Savours website, which I'm going to pull up and show you guys. And you'll have to bear with me because I am only down to one screen right now, thanks to lovely technology. So this is going to...
Technology is great when it works.
Right? It's great. I mean, I love it.
Bullets when it doesn't.
But you can go to savoursfoods.com and see this website as well. So we're going to explore the website and just show you guys some of the, the brand, the changes that we've done for the brand. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. Okay. So we're taking a look at Savours. Can you see that okay, Sereena, on your screen?
I don't see
No, not yet. Okay.
No.
Here, let me do this.
Oh.
Now you'll see a bunch. Now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. So the goddess is a big part of what your brand, the brand that you're bringing to the table. In fact, you're literally to the table. You're going to be bringing the group that you call for Facebook. There's a special meaning to this. Can you say it? I'm horrible with the
Saba.
Saba.
Yeah, Saba is a gathering of people. Basically, we're all gathering together to create these dishes, and it says there, Savours online platform community for Savours. Saba means gathering in Hindi, which encompasses everything that we are, about Indian food, etc. So it's all the ethos. That's what has been said, and really, that's what it is in India. When we make a meal at home, we invite everybody, anyone that comes to our house to say hello, your aunts, your uncles, they sit down, and that's the whole part of the gathering. You all sit down and eat together. And at that time, there is no what time or you invite them. They just turn up.
Right. And it's not just Indian food. So one of the big things that we want to specify is that, like, right now, that is your specialty, but you could be going into a number of different cuisines. So I'm excited. We launched this today. You can get the tin on the website right now. So you can buy right now. And there's a special kit. So just the spice kit alone without the cookbook is pretty close to this price. So you can get the book and the tin together if you guys buy from the website. So you can go check it out and let us know what you think. These are beautiful. Obviously, you've seen the picture. You've seen them up close, and then there's tons of reviews here. So if you get a chance to do it, go let us know on Facebook that you have gotten over to buy one. We love that. So
Yeah.
I know. And we do need Italian. I know Fred is, I'm sure, that's one of the ones he's probably trying to convince you of too. So
yes,
thank you for being here and coming on to talk about it. So if there's anything you could give, any advice you could give to entrepreneurs who are going through this process, obviously it's not been perfect. I mean, there's bumps in the road. There's all kinds of things you run into, but what kind of advice can you give entrepreneurs who are trying to get their product out so it can be purchased?
I think if there was it's not really one advice. I think that there's a whole sort of paragraph of advice if I was to give. I've been in business for quite part of my working life. I would say that I've had many ups and downs, but you have to have a lot of grit, and there's no question that would I have many years ago decided to wrap it up and on the basis of family or friends saying that the other. But in the end, it is down to you and you alone to say, no, I'm going to do this. And you bring on board whoever, whether it's family, husband, wife, whoever it is, you bring them on board with your idea, not necessarily for them to work with you, but just with your idea. And if you have that support, then that's very, very important. If they support you all the way. And I've had some times when, I ran very low of money in the business, and who came to my support was my husband. If he hadn't lent me the money, I don't think I would have got through that process. And sometimes going to the bank isn't always the easiest. So I think I did well to sort of have his support and get through it, and my sisters and my mom and dad. And really, that is what you need to get up every day and say, right, fight another day. And business is not easy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So thank you. Oh, actually, I'm going to put this up. Vanessa says, thank you so much for sharing. And it was a great presentation that pretty much Sereena ran. So I think you're on the list for the next host for IdeaPros now. Because she was able to do the presentation today. But we do have a lot of people. Actually, know somebody who, Heather Walker. So she says she makes some delicious food. And I'm just it's such a pleasure to work with these ladies. And we've been trying to get this website launched for this week so that we could have it for this presentation. But they are always hard workers. They're really dedicated to their business, and I love their product. That's why one of them's missing, is because I've already eaten it. But I had to hold back and not eat the others because I was like, I have to be able to show it. So I love the cauliflower one. But guys, if you show some support, obviously our partners are going on the launch party page on IdeaPros.com. So you can go to IdeaPros, click launched at the top, and Sereena's going to be on there because we just launched her today. And if you have any questions or want to connect with Sereena, you can find all of her social media on the website. So you can go to savoursfoods.com and connect with them and get your fix for spices. And I cannot tell you how excited I am about this tin. And I know you talked about how detail oriented you are. This has like labels on it's solid. This is so solid. And I will post up the unboxing of it, because that was exciting. I was going to show that too, but that's not on this computer. So thank you. We'll have you on again, though. We're going to do another formal
the 50
video.
copies.
Well, oh yes, tell us about that.
So we've basically I've signed 50 copies on the website. So I think we just a lot of people, when they buy the book, obviously then they write in and say, oh, I wish I'd signed the copies. Well, obviously I can't sign all the copies, but we have just got a limited edition of 50 copies that I have signed to wish people all the best for cooking all the lovely dishes in our cookbook. And the cookbook we're talking about is this one.
Perfect. It's so exciting. And if you follow, you have recipes, you're going to be doing blogs, and you're going to have the YouTube channel, and you actually have, quite a cooking show. It sounds like it's coming out to be. So I'm excited to see
about our YouTube channel, because we're going to be launching that very soon now. So yes, all the support is always great, because they won't allow you to go on YouTube unless you've got a certain number of subscribers.
It's true. So guys, go over there and follow, and there's going to be more to come for sure. So, yes, and keep your eye out. We'll have them on the launch page too. And we just thank you so much, Sereena. It's been a pleasure working with you. I mean, it's not done when you finish and you launch with IdeaPros. I mean, she's not quite done. She still needs to get these into a new package and then get those into stores. But we're working with a number of different places. I won't say it's 100%, but there's some pretty cool places that are taking a look at what she's got. So you'll see them in the stores soon. And for now, just get on her mailing list, at least on the website, so you can get notifications as we launch more things.
Thank you. And thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoy our products and look forward to our next, whenever it's going to be. I don't know, but hopefully soon. Yeah,
very soon. Yep, we're going to. It's about getting across the finish line with all of these things, like being patient, but doing it right. So I know that a lot of this, it takes really a lot of determination to say, okay, I don't want to just speed through this process and do it, quickly. It has to be done right. So I love that this is so thoroughly done and gorgeous. And so we'll keep you posted on Sereena's journey. Thank you, Sereena. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to everyone here. Thank you. Okay, guys, you guys are patient. You're still here with me. I don't know how that works, but we're glad to have you. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when we go live each Friday at noon Pacific time. Love seeing you guys all here. Barry, it was great to see you. Sean, good to see you. Entrepreneurs, oh yes, bringing dreams to reality. And Sean is with Sage Scheduler. If I can find it, I know you posted it earlier. Amazing app that's coming out. So all these partners are starting to see these launches, another launch, another day, another launch. But this is really amazing to watch these people, and it's so inspiring. Oh, thank you. And Martin, yes, absolutely. Christmas gifts. This would be an amazing Christmas gift. In fact, I think I need to send one to my mom for the kit. This spice kit tin is amazing. And like I said, such high quality. So it's well worth it. They're going to think you spent a lot of money. So Kelly, great to see you. Vanessa. Oh, she says, congratulations on launching, Sereena. I know you're in the back office now, but you can see that. And yes, Martin also said Christmas is coming, so you can be doing this. And determination and support are very important for success. And Vanessa with Zwizzy, which is a mitt, a cleaning mitt. You can find that at getzwizzy.com, and it's ZWIZZY.com. So getzwizzy.com. And maybe Leticia can put that in the chat for us. And Donna with Intimate Things. So Flawless Intimate Things over there. Love having you here. And Kelly Reed, Patrick Van Horn, and he's, oh yes, the curries. Oh wait, I see what you did. He loves the curries. Me too. It's this beautiful combination that's spicy. Like we said, the entrepreneur, when we introduced this whole topic, Sereena is doing amazing things, and so can you. If you are thinking about doing an app or a product, let us know. Come to ideapros.com/blog, and you can find out more information, everything, all the topics that we can think of that you would need as an entrepreneur. Of course, we have people like Jared with Ritual, who is making amazing strides on his product to launch as well. So thank you guys, and we'll see you all next week. And okay. I see. We'll see you guys all next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.